So they'll be calling you a radical out in the street we used to meet. So, feel-good fairy tale news at 11, at 10, at 9, at 8. We have wannabe, gonna be the next billionaire socialist to the left. We have indentured fucking slave. Do you believe in this country a psychotic, mentally ill, who's starting to hear voices in his head? There's a lot of them out there. Can walk into a store, buy an AK-47. In this, after all this carnage, wreckage, fucking mass murder, it still goes on. What a sick, fucked up country. Get your mask on. Ain't that America? Something to see. Ain't that America? Home of the free. Let's read a bedtime story, kid. Let's read a bedtime story. Let's call it New World Order. Let's bow to fucking right-wing operative paid fucking to sell you a bunker. Alex Jones, Jeff France. Yay! Get your pills, get your iodine. But we're really backdoor promoting racism. We're backdoor promoting the very thing. Let's call it New World Order when it's Old World Order. The politics of the economy of fear when the reality is fucking Fukushima. Yay, Fukushima, our Lord and Savior, Donald J. Trump. Fuck the answer. Get your gun. How about all you low-lying fruit that he wound up, his useful idiots that he's been doing his whole fucking life? Storm the Capitol. All of you sitting in fucking jail cells. A lot of you are going to go down for the rest of your life. Fucking, he's sitting on the golf course laughing all the way to his fucking debtor's bank. If you owe the fucking banks a little bit of money, you got a problem. If you owe them a lot of money, they got a problem. Donald J. used fucking the decadence of usury to the 10th fucking power. Unbelievable, this country, the fucking... Let's read a bedtime story. Kid, the Kremlin Club. Now, who's this guy? What year was this? 1990? Tsar Putin? Let's call it New World Order, kids. When it's Old World, it's imperialism. Let's just trick the dumb. Boy, did I name it right. When I invented the Post-Ignorance Project, I tagged it as, I wrote it in pure data form. When I wrote my book on 10-10-10, Either We Pivot Now or Swallows Us Whole, America, drunk on ignorance and proud of it. And always, no. No, it's post-1980 Reagan. There's a lot of stuff being posted around that 71 it started getting. No, 79. We are family. Increase in nominal wages from 1945 to 1979. Unarguable. The great socialist people, socialists, communists, fucking capitalists. No one, I mean, it's all a fucking cliche. Fucking, what about the ecology? It's the economy. So let's get to the fucking Olympics. Let's get in the bag. Oh, it's empty. Can it fit around your neck? No. That's the quintessential Fukushima painting. I painted that in 1994. That's Annika before she died. She was such a gem. I loved her. She was the greatest anti-nuker. I met her in the Nevada test site. So we were all taught, remember when we were young, them Russian women, those Ukrainian, them Eastern Bloc, they'd show us these big, peasant women working the fields. It was horrible, And when they finally started showing up in the 90s, the first ones who got in, they couldn't get a work visa, was the casino industry started to exploit them. The Chernobyl accident. So many of these women had deformed children. So many of the men were dead, and they just flooded into orphanage. Utah used to go in, because this is a real story in Utah, these sickos. Now, we're going to make porn illegal. Just another fucking fairy tale law they pass. But a little Nuki, where's your little Nuki? I have a little Nuki shirt. I'll do 2 of these because I want to do a little Nuki one. But porn, we're going to make it against the law, which is another... They've been passing laws for decades and decades and decades. They spend billions of dollars to fucking defend it. They're just going to lose in the courts. You can't, these fucking porn freaks are going to fucking sue them, and they're going to lose, Utah. It's hyperbole. So they used to go into Ukraine, and the Mormons, and this got exposed by Sean Penn, of all things, Fast Times at fucking Mission Bay High. You know, is that fucking tomato soup can in your pocket, or you just happy to see me? I just wanted to catch a buzz, you know, plagiarize me, I'll plagiarize you. So, it got exposed, the orphanage, these Mormons, you would not believe these families that have 15, 10, 12 adopted children. The mother just swallowing pills. These kids grow up so fucked up, it's unbelievable. How could they not? Because it's the economy of adoption. It become fucking this great... Maron, we want to give them have more kids. Yay! Fuck. This place is fucking infrastructure so out of control right now, the growth pattern. We got nowhere to fucking go. Fucking old man Trump, I can't pay the fucking rent. Well, fucking sliding with Biden. So they would go in and adopt him and just sell them. I mean, it's a... The Mormons are the worst at it. It still goes on in the Ukraine, it happened. Because all the deformed children, the fucked up children, because all the men were dead. Fighting fucking... You know, you go off the Russian famine, you go off World War I, you go off World War II, then you get fucking Chernobyl. There were no fucking men left. You know, they just destroyed the nuclear... I talked to Gorbachev himself. I've talked to him face to face. You know, his wife died of AML Leukemia. He's still alive. I think he lives in Paris. So, which ties into the Olympics 2024. Hopefully, you know, we ain't got a mask on. No running, no jumping at the Olympics. So, let's boycott those 1980 games. Let's boycott them. Where's your... So, they first started coming in, these women. Both her brothers and her sister were already dead of leukemia. You know, she lived very near the manufacturer. You know, it was the breadbasket of the fucking... It was the Midwest of Russia. They drained the fucking marsh, put a nuclear reactor there, a new city, and blew it up. In that part of the world, they will tell you straight up that the USCIA blew it. Now, you think that's a far-fetched thesis. William Teller, who ran the nuclear industry, he was a psychopath. I sat with Dr. Perry, who agrees with me on this. I love that guy, you know, the LA Times writer who knew, William. He knew Edward Teller personally. It's not far-fetched. Teller at the end of his life, I pissed on Teller's grave. He's one of the psycho fucking, the madman Budapest, you know, and then I'm going to do some work on, you know, PB on the street that I used to live on. I used to live on the corner of Noyes. I used to live there. Noyes, oh, we don't know why it's named that. That's named after the Caltech fucking physicist who was living right there. Same with fucking Frank Zappa's dad, fucking. The fucking psychos, the madmen from Budapest. They're all from Budapest, for the most part. You know, the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. So when they came, they first started getting in. The only way they could get in was the casino industry was sponsoring them. Because there was a program that got, I don't know how that was, that the government somehow paid these. They became the slaves. So these girls were, and they're like, we're not working. We're not cocktail waitressing for these fuckheads. You know, so they started going pole swinging. Well, the Nevada test site, Megan Rice plowshares were always there protesting. That's how I met. I met Megan Rice in the Nevada test site protesting via her, Annika. And she met me. That's why I met Annika. Protest. I'm like, whoa. She's like, oh my God, where did this dude come from? She used to always say, oh my God, you have arms like a Michelangelo sculpture. That was then. This is now, you know, a little chemo for me, a little chemo for you. Fucking, I have some roux for you and I have some for me, but you must wear yours with a difference. I'll kettle me, I'll kettle you. So that was when I met Megan Rice's mother protesting. She was the greatest. She became the pole swinger she made a lot of money. She says, I learned so much from her about the reality of the fucking devastation. Gorbachev says back to the end of the USSR, the imperialism came back, was Chernobyl. The end of the United States, you look at this death cycle we're in denial about, is Fukushima. You know, so the Olympic torch relay started just, it's the creepiest thing I ever fucking seen. You know, I like how Frontline does a documentary on it and doesn't even mention this. USS Reagan. Fucking elephant in the room, dead pot of dead fucking wells in the parlor. So I learned about, so they say that, you know, I consulted on the HBO documentary Backdoor. I mean, I did so much work. Oh, here's this video, here's this video, here's this. He fucking tells you he watched Kevin Blanch's videos. I mean, they asked me at the San Francisco airport, you know, post, you know, just, I'm here. I see you posted you have a fucking 6-hour layover. Would you like to want? Fucking actually 8, headed to Monterey, dead tide pool jumping. Bob Beeman Blanch, world record holder. Fucking, I was a fucking athlete when I was young, track. I was a runner. I ran the half mile. I was good too. Me and Ed used to go at it. He's the Olympic coach. There's Utah athletes. Boycott it. So you watch the torch relay. It's the creepiest thing in the fucking world. You know, it started last night in Fukushima. Should be a headline story. Irish Times fucking showed the video. Oh, it's so creepy. You know, where they're lighting the torch in this manufactured, it looks like a room, just like kind of when Obama went over there and ate his fake sushi, just like the room that they always propaganda, you know, in this fake room, the fake footage of the fucking spent fuel is the fake footage, it's all staged, just so is this. You should have seen it, it was creepy, and then they hand it and they're running through Fukushima prefecture. It's so creepy. No clapping, no running, no jumping. You know why they did that at the torch relay? Because they don't want protesters. Oh, and there's a lot of them there. I fucking know them, fucking tense, but they lock them up. What do they do here? They squash them out, and then they co-op, ask the Million Mass March. The originators of the Million Mass March, and which was the resistance on social inequality, which they totally hijacked. Black Lives Matter totally stole it and fucking made fucking billions of. You think some women sitting around with a hashtag started? It's bullshit. I was looking through photographs. So many of them the originators are dead. You know, you label me, I'll fucking label you, the activist. Kettle me, I'll kettle you. So this is such an important historic event. The torch relay. Maybe I can get 311 views. Let's try, and maybe I can get 33 likes. I mean, it's pathetic. You know what they've done to the most important subject matter. Look, cocooned us, kettled us, net neutrality. I'm the guy that termed the fucking term internet kettling. I get no credit for any of this shit. They just plagiarize me, steal me. Oh, he's the professor at Harvard. Cornell. I love Cornell West. Fuck. I didn't go see him at Weber State when he was here. I was like, he's gone. You know, when he took a position at Harvard, you know. I'm Alex Jones. I'm going to sell you a bunker. I'm going to sell you this, what? Twice on his show, back when he actually did half decent before he went fucking totally psychotic and fucking lost his fucking mind. Oh, he's a fucking co-op piece of shit. He's a paid propagandist who winds up useful idiots, gets him put in jail. Why he fucking his own fucking in his own trial he told I'm a performance artist. Buy your bunkers, buy your 2-year supply, and here at the economy of fear. All of them, all of these fuckers who took on faith and then fled because I'm not the economy of fear. I'm the reality. Fukushima is the greatest fucking event in human history. The cover-up's the greatest crime in human history. I got AML Leukemia 1111 where Keiko Iki did so much work for her. She can't open her mouth over there. You know what they would do to her? You know, she's back in the pool. She's a miracle. Or B, you know, they weren't going to let her die. Abiy, the prime minister. My favorite is the UN comes out and says, oh, the area never killed anyone when the whole area is evacuated. And it killed fucking thousands and thousands. And like workers, they just lie on everything. And the whole country goes along with this. The whole world, the media, the academians, all of them just go along with this crazy. Let's play pretend, kids. It's kind of like when you grew up and they wouldn't even mention the mass murder of the indigenous people here. The genocide. The internet, but still, they just kettle us. Internet kettling was termed by Kevin Blanch. So, unbelievable, this cover-up and how creepy this is. No fans. And get a refund? Good luck to you getting a fucking refund. Good luck. You know, it's being reported. Because this is the International Olympic Committee. It's all cash. It's all bribes. That was exposed right here in Utah over and over. But we want to do it again. You know, I like the bank bailout. The FBI finally goes in. They won't go in Utah. And these corrupt fuckers that took bribes on a new scale from hell. Little Nuki never hurt anybody, but let's block porn. I'll do another video on that. It's that important. The bribe money, even after the FBI goes in and says it was all bribes, they bust the Bribees. One of them committed suicide. The other's headed to fucking, well, the other 6 are headed to prison, left and right. Yet the bribers, they're the untouchables. If this hasn't taught you that the nuclear energy crime syndicate do anything that they can mask, they murdered my father. They murdered Annika. I mean, at what point? I just talked to a guy at the hospital yesterday. I was getting some blood works done, and he's like, Kevin, you're so intense, and you're fighting. I says, I'm alive, ain't I? He says, yeah. I says, listen to me. This is a PA. When they murder your father, drafted Marine, put him in a fucking cage and nuke him to death, watch him die in the prime of his fucking life. Hold his hand, watch. I mean, this guy was something else. They murdered him. When the love of your life, Kevin, I have bruises on my leg. You're a pole swinger. No, I know what it is. When you watch her fucking die at 38 years old in the prime of her fucking life and load her into the body bag, I mean, just a genius. Just a credible person. Had it all. Gone. Both dead. Murdered by the nuclear energy crime. And then a doctor looks you right in the eyes. In the fall of 2011 says, Kevin, get your affairs in order. You'll be dead in 2 months. And I've watched this death. I know what happens. You know. Look what's sitting right here. These fuckers exploited this so hardcore in Utah. Selling flags. That flag is so cool. I'll open it. Maybe I'll make a painting out of it. So corrupt. The IAEA, the International Olympic Committee, and the International Olympic Committee are the exact same. It's all cash. I've been there. I've been in Vienna lots and lots of times. I've been inside the UN, blah, blah, blah. Arrested, freaking detained inside the UN, blah, blah, blah. It's all cash. Gasoline's not, and people walk out of there with these big brown bags when you're standing there, and they have to go buy you because they buy their food there. I mean, it's a whole nother world. It's been completely hijacked by the, you know, look at Chernobyl when they talk about Luguskov goes in, and, well, one in Vienna, well, I lied. They made me, Probadu, I stay with him in his house in that 800-year-old where people were drugged out and killed in Vienna. Oh, I love Vienna. I want to move there, to be honest with you. Freedom Eisenblau, I'm at her house. I mean, they're the greatest, the Austrians. They fight back against the nuclear energy crime syndicate, Global 2000, but Global 2000 gets paid. They don't understand that about here. The only time I've ever been in a car in Austria was head of Greenpeace over there. She didn't get it here. No, Greenpeace is hijacked here. It's all greenwashing machine. They're so incredibly anti-nuclear energy, it's incredible. They get it. Oh, they get it. You know, but the UN, so, I mean, it's completely hijacked. I mean, what a dichotomy in that historic city. You know, I'm the one that announced to the world, the one thing that the documentary here doesn't even talk about is the fact that it was Igor's picture. He was talk about a journalist with some balls. We don't have any of those anymore. Dan Rather gets fired for saying George W. Bush was a fucking draft dodger when George W. Bush, the journalist of an entire generation who went into Vietnam, broke the back of Vietnam, him and Cronkite. They fire him. Why? Because the board of directors at CBS are fucking British, one by jet stream, two by cable. The royal English family are Germans. Hello, Prince Harry's heir to the Russian royal family. Look it up, the DNA. That's just unarguable DNA fact, but you know, you can't fucking, people are that fucking hypnotized. So no running, no jumping at the torch relay. No cheering, no protesting, just nuclear. You watch this. This has got to be the creepiest, one of the creepiest things I've ever seen, is the lighting of the torch. You know how beautiful the whole torch relay thing has been so dynamic and so creative. I like the one, wasn't it Atlanta, where they shot the arrow, or was that Barcelona? When they shot the arrow into the torch. You know, the great Muhammad Ali. That was at Atlanta. We know what happened. I mean, fuck, it's a freak show. This is the creepiest thing. This is the Summer fucking Olympics 2021. Well, I thought it was an even number every 4 years. Two staggered. I mean, we want it back. We want to be fucking looted again. My neighbor was the original fucking head of the organizing committee for the 2002 Salt Lake Olympics. He was telling me cash. They pumped the aquifer at the down. I mean, I was at all those events. I went to opening ceremonies. I was at them. I mean, incredible. I misspoke. I says H. Bush. W. Bush was flown in. But anyway, I sat with Steve Garvey. I paid a lot of money for those fucking tickets. You know, I love the pure sports. I love running. I love the high jump. I fucking always loved it. I was a good half miler. You know, I loved it. I loved it. I mean, I think back to those spring times at the track meets and whatever. Fucking loved it. Didn't like the coaches, but that's what I loved about it. Fucking, you know, you want one. Well, don't even get me going on that fucking dichotomy. But when I used to run against me and Ed Eystone himself going at it, he was T.H. Bell, I was Walquist, and my coach was a guy named Lamar Hershey. What a dick. What a piece of shit. Then I find out the 8th grade fucking drug addict that he put up from me was his son-in-law. He's married to his sister. I mean, what a creepy fucker what he did to me. You know, I think about it. That's the problem. Coaches. It's all for person, especially in football. They don't give a fuck about these athletes. They're making fucking millions in these young amateur athletes. I mean, let's take away the greatest fucking... Who's the greatest football player in history? Tom fucking Brady. Oh, yeah. Unbelievable. 199th pick in the 6th round. The only reason he is, and I talk about this because it matters, is, remember, it was Mo Lewis made that hit on fucking Drew Bledsoe. Nasty. He almost killed Drew Bledsoe. Almost killed him. So many young, great athletes that like that, drafted in the later rounds, just sit on the bench because coaches are too stupid. Belichick, no. He had to put him in. He had to put him in. Fucking Bledsoe was almost killed. And he got his chance as a young quarterback. And, whoa. The greatest athlete in American history is Jim Thorpe. They took his medals away. I mean, the first time he ever long jumped in his life, he broke the fucking world's record. He broke the world's record when he learned to high jump on the fucking boat on the way over there. Take him away. The guy that took him away, head of the Olympic Committee, was the competition in the decathlete that he beat from Sweden. I mean, give him back his fucking medals. I mean, he died poor. It's like when they raised the flag at Hiroshima. Fucking Ira. Look what they did to him. He died on the side of the road. Fucking, oh, they're just natives. You don't know if Black Lives Matter. Fuck, you don't know fucking racism. Go talk to a fucking indigenous person. Show you racism. So I'll do another one, but it's the creepiest thing I ever seen. You know, class will educate. We're not going to get many views. People saying it, you know, they kettle this, but for prosperity. I put that up last night, and I timed it right as they fucking started the run through thing. You know, so much work. So, virtual's all the rage. Tom Brady, a virtual pitcher. LeBron James, a virtual card. How about some of my Kevin Blanch's videos? What do you think they're worth? They're lying. I mean, just the greatest event in human history. I mean, 7,000 videos, how much are they worth? I told my grandson, well, I'm dead and gone. You can monetize, I guess, my videos if they're still there. And you'll probably get filthy stinking rich because after the kettling's over, after the frogs have been boiled nicely, they'll say, oh, yeah, Mom, you know, I'll do more. But I got to find my boycott fucking painting. It's missing. I'll find it. It's around here somewhere. It's been a blur the last 10 years. Go team. What? I always think about that a lot. I have a Billy Mills autograph poster. I'll break it out for the next picture. But this is the painting. This painting I did in '94. There's the plume. I put that on after in 2012. I think that's the same day. Well, that is because I was in New York. It was so fucking hot. I see his, Jean-Michel, who died on the bench that day outside of Andy Warhol's house. I see one of his paintings went for $40 million the other day. Wow. I remember his niece, or it was his sister, showed up to one of my events in New York. I still say he didn't die of a fucking overdose. It was the heat index. You know how it is in New York in the fucking August? You ever been there one of those fucking days? Holy fucking Lord. He was sleeping on the bed. Hey, fuck, I've been drinking all night, fucking been in that thing thinking I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, fucking go Nets. Oh, fuck. So, anyway, stay tuning. What's in the fucking Olympics bag? It's fucking empty. It's the creepiest thing I ever fucking seen. You gotta see it. It's so fucking creepy it make you fucking sick. So, I'll do another one on the Utah porn. Watch how many videos it gets. I'll tag it because Utah porn. Let's pop some fucking pills. Fucking freaks. Freaks. Fucking. Ain't that America something to see? Ain't that America home of the free? A little fucking cancer for you and me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Born in the... Fucking, how about Bruce fucking sellout whore fucking Springsteen? Remember when he was anti-nuclear? With Obama who covered up... I mean, Kelly Slater the surfer with Obama who covered up... Obama, fuck, what a creep. Him and Trump fucking, the twin creep, make you fucking throw up. Ain't that America? Home of the free! Yeah, 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 yeah! Little fucking pink pills for you and me. Stay tuned.